Children, now we continue for the remaining book back question from 21. See here, the mass of a gas that occupies a volume of 612.5 ml at room temperature and pressure. That is, the temperature and pressure given is the 25 degrees Celsius and 1 atmospheric pressure. Here the range is 1.1 gram. So now we have to calculate the molar mass of the gas. So and here 4 options are given. So now to check, see here the number of moles of the gas that occupies a volume of 612.5 ml. This range they have given in the question itself, and the clue that they gave is that room temperature and pressure. Okay, I think you all know about this tableau column, right? This we studied under the molar volume. Okay, see here they have given the range here, that is in the question they gave 25 degrees Celsius. So here they have given in Celsius. To convert it to Kelvin, we all know we have to add it by 273. So once when we add this 25 with 273, then we get simply 298. Okay, 298. This comes, we have to add it by 273. To convert Celsius to Kelvin, we have to add this constant value. So once if we add, we get 298 Kelvin. Okay. So for this range, we are having the volume occupied will be 24.5. So this is the volume of gas occupied. So now using this value, we have to simplify with the given data in the question. See here, the 612.5. Okay. See now here, that is divided by the value. Okay. See now, we are, that is in the question they have given in ml, milliliter. See, 1 liter will be equal to 1000 ml. I think you all know this basic. 1 liter will be equal to 1000 ml. So that only I have written here. Okay. See, they have given in ml. I am converting it to liter because the range that are given in the table, that is the standard value, is simply expressed in liter. So now for this conversion, I have multiplied this with this 1000 in 10 to the power minus 3. Okay. So after simplifying this, we get the answer 0.025 moles. Okay. See here what happened. This liter and liter gets cancelled. This more in the denominator that goes to the numerator. So which means we get plus 1. So that is simply 0.025 moles. So among this, we can check with the molar mass. See here, the molar mass of the gas, that is given by mass divided by number of moles. See here, the mass that is given in the question is that 1.1 gram. That is divided by the moles that we calculated in the previous step. So once if we divide this with the mole, then we get 44 gram per mole. So now we can confirm which is the right option. Second option, that is 44 gram per mole. Okay, so first we have to calculate the moles, and next we have to check with the molar mass. That is, in the question they ask only molar mass. So we all know molar mass is simply mass divided by number of moles. Okay. So next we'll move on to 22. So which of the following will contain the same number of carbon atom as in 6 gram of carbon 12? This is the question they gave. Okay. And 4 options. We'll move on to the solution here. See here, first we have to check the number of moles of carbon that is present in 6 gram of carbon 12. We all know moles will simply calculated by mass divided by molar mass. So now here this carbon will have 6. Okay. their molar mass is 12. For 6 gram, molar mass is 12. For 1 carbon, it is 12. So once when we divide it, we get the answer 0.5 moles. Here we all know 1 mole will be equal to Avogadro number. We have to calculate, compare the moles obtained with the Avogadro number. So simply this 0.5 mole into Avogadro number, that is simply 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So when we calculate this, we will get one answer. So that will be the range for the carbon atom, okay, for 0.6 gram. So next we'll check for the given option. See here, the first we'll move on to meth. That is methane is the first series, alkane series. So now methane is expressed as CH4. See now in this 8 divided by 16, because this 8 is the standard for carbon. In the question they gave, here you see 8 gram of carbon, the first option. So the 8 divided by CH4. We all know the carbon will have 12 and here 4 hydrogen. So 1 hydrogen will be equal to 1. For 4 hydrogen, that is simply 1 into 4. So totally we get 16. Okay. So 8 divided by 16. So you get the answer 0.5 mole. So we are doing the same procedure as we did before. They give calculated moles with the Avogadro number. We have to correlate with that. So after that we get the answer. So next we check for the third option also, that is 7.5 gram of ethane. Ethane will be written as C2H6. Ethane is simply C2H6. So now 7.5 gram, that is divided by this ethane. See here carbon 12 for 1. So 12 and here 2 constituent atoms. So 12 into 2. So which means we get 24 and here hydrogen is 6. So 1 into 6. Okay. So after that we get 30. That is here 24 and here 6. That is equal to 30. So now 0.25 mole. Okay. So this 0.25 mole into 2. Here how this 2 come? Previously we are having only 1 carbon, but here we are having 2 carbon. So only here the 2 come. Okay. So 2 into the moles with the Avogadro number. Okay. So if we check with all these option, here we are having this. When we multiply it, we get the answer the same 0.5 only, right? Here you see 0.5 into Avogadro number. Okay, so here for methane is equal to ethane. Here both methane and ethane will have the same value. We are getting the same calculated value. So now we can confirm this A also right, B also right. So here the right option is simply C, both A and B. This is the right option. Okay, clear? So we'll move on to next problem. Which of the following compound has the percentage of carbon as same that in ethylene? So this ethylene will be written as C2H4. So previously we studied about ethane. Ethane is simply C2H6. Here ethylene means C2H4. This is the molecular formula. So we'll go for the calculation. Here the percentage of carbon in ethylene is simply given by molar mass of carbon divided by the overall molar mass into 100. So why we are writing 100 here? Because of percentage. We are writing in percentage. So now here you see The molar mass of carbon. Here totally how many carbons are there? 2 carbons are there. Okay, so only here 24. So one carbon will be equal to 12. For 2 carbon it is 12 into 2. That will be equal to 24. And here molar mass of this ethylene. Here 24 for carbon and here 4 hydrogen. So which is simply 24 plus 4 will be equal to 28, right? So that is into 100, which will give the percentage. So next we'll check for the propene also. Here we are checking with each and every option. Here when we check with the propene, then we get the same step we have to do. Here 3 carbon, so which means 12 into 3, and here hydrogen. That will give, adding the carbon and hydrogen molar mass, we get the molar mass of this propene. So now we get the percentage value as 85.71. The same we have to calculate for the remaining option, that is benzene and then ethane. So benzene is simply C6H6 and ethane also the same, that is 2 carbon and 4 hydrogen, that is ethane. Now for ethane it is simply C2H6. For ethane it is C2H6. Benzene is C6H6. You have to check with the remaining option also. So now we have get the 2, that is for ethylene and then propene the same. So which means we can choose the option as propene. Okay, this propene only matches with the ethylene range. Okay. So now we'll move on to 24th question. Which of the following is true with respect to carbon 12? We all know this carbon 12 refers to the standard unit. That is, carbon 12 refers to the isotope. Isotope means same atomic number but different mass number. Okay. See here, when we check with the option A, the relative atomic mass is 12 unit. So this option is right, but we have to check with the remaining also. The oxidation number of carbon is +4 in all its components. That is not true. Carbon, that is oxidation state, will get varies, depends on the atoms of group that is attached to it. Okay, it's always not the same. It gets changes. So now 1 mole of carbon 12 contains 6.022 into 10 to the power 22. It's not the right option because 6.022 into 10 to the power 22 is not the right exponent of the Avogadro's number. That is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So all of this. So now this is also not the right option. So now 24. For 24, option A, that is relative atomic mass is 12 unit. This is the right option. See now, the last question. Which one of the following is used as a standard for atomic mass? We all know the atomic mass. Previous question only we discussed. Carbon 12 is the standard unit proposed by the IUPAC. Okay. So, carbon 12, this will have the same atomic number but different mass number. That is said to be the isotope. But here when you check, this option A will have, because we all know the atomic number of carbon is 6. So when we check option A, this will have 6, that is atomic number. This is said to be atomic number. This is said to be a mass number. So now option A matches with the given our data, but we have to check with the remaining option also. Here this is not the right answer because 7 is not the atomic number of carbon. 6 is the atomic number, but here 13 is not the mass number and here 14 is also not the mass number. 6C 12. That is option A is the right answer. Okay. So by this I will choose the best answer that gets over. So totally we have completed the 25. Choose the best answer in your unit 1 lesson. Okay. So the remaining will continue on next class. So by this, let me end up this video session. Okay. Thank you all.